The Root of Suffering and the Way to be Free from It by Xue Feng. When you pull a spring with force, the spring resists with all its strength. Once you let go, it returns to its original shape. Why does the spring resist and then return to its original form? Because its structure determines its nature. When pulled, it feels pain, and only when it returns to its original state does the pain disappear. If the force applied exceeds its elastic limit, the spring will never recover its shape. It will remain in pain for the rest of its life. If you catch a little bird and put it in a cage, it jumps around in struggle. It suffers. Why does it suffer? Because being caged has altered its natural way of living. Beans crack open when fried in a hot pan. Why do they burst? Because they are in unbearable pain and can only protest through explosion. When a computer program is attacked by hackers, its system becomes disordered and even crashes. Why? Because the hacker's code is incompatible with the computer's original programming, disrupting its inner order. Thus, the computer suffers and falls ill. If anti-government forces gather and spread messages, the government suffers. Why? Because those forces disrupt the government's established order. When a third party intrudes into a marriage, the husband and the wife feels deep pain. Why? Because the third party has disturbed their original state and course of life. From all these examples, we can see that suffering arises when an existing structure and program is disturbed, and its attempt to maintain or restore its original state produces the feeling of struggle. That is pain. Whenever a person tries to preserve their current state and an external force invades or threatens that state, suffering will occur. The process of trying to restore the original structure or program after it has been damaged or disturbed is what we experience as pain. To maintain the operation of any existing program, continuous energy input is required. When energy is lacking and becomes insufficient to sustain the program, pain arises as well. Thus, we find that as long as a person possesses something, suffering inevitably follows. Once a person establishes something, be it an ideology, belief, or lifestyle, they are bound to suffer. In other words, once a person has a family, status, wealth, reputation, political party, religion, nation, faith, and ideology, they will inevitably suffer. Whenever one strives to defend their existing structure and program against external forces, suffering is inevitable. Conclusion: the root of suffering lies in the effort to preserve and maintain what one already has, be it a structure, program, viewpoint, belief, thought, method, status, wealth, beauty, relationships, or family. How can we be free from suffering? Answer: let go of self. Let go of all possessions. Enter the state of luminous emptiness and clarity, and achieve the condition of having nothing. Learn from water. Take the shape of whatever contents you. Learn from the Buddha. Be heartless and selfless. How exactly should one do this, and what path should one take? The Chanyuan Celestials who have entered the second home of Lifechanyuan are already walking this path. They are gradually freeing themselves from suffering and evolving toward higher levels of life and existence, toward a state of truly possessing everything.